Another day, another video. Welcome back to the channel, everybody. Today we're watching Cobra Kai. This episode 7 of the 5th season. Hopefully you guys have been enjoying the series so far. So we had more of the Kreese story inside jail, didn't we? So we learned the episode before, after Stingray's reintroduction and after Terry obviously had a fight with Daniel about obviously trying to approach people and dig and trying to scrounge and find information, that obviously it was Tora that was the one that sent him the info in the first place for him to obviously go and find Stingray. Now, she was there, she was speaking to Kreese. He was saying that, you know, he needs her to keep her head down, be pretty much, you know, Terry's right hand girl. He's going to slip up at some point, and that's the opportunity they need to obviously strike. Now, he never expressed what it is that they're going to do when they strike, but he said that he's got a plan on the inside, that's her plan on the outside, be a good loyal student. So we had more of his story on the inside. He was pretty much, you know, being the best model exemplary in prison person that he could be in it, mate. You know, people was coming over, he was trying to bully him, he was taking his food, he was letting them have it. He was going to counselling sessions, he was kissing ass, he was trying to tell them what they wanted to hear. All he wanted to do is get that early recommendation so that the warden would release him and he could come out, you know, early than his charges obviously said. That didn't actually go to plan, you know. His therapist was saying, "You think this is my first rodeo? Mate, I've been here before. I just know that you're saying whatever you want me to hear so that you can try and get out. If you actually open up and express yourself, then I'm here waiting for you." So he actually went there, he sat down, he started talking to her. We got like a good rotating camera. We had like Johnny sat down there, his old girlfriend sat down there, Tony, Terry, you know, Daniel, everybody was like in front of him. He was going through like motions of his past. Even his old younger self was sat there and he was talking. He went back to his prison cell. The guy come in who stole his jello earlier on in the episode and said, "I'm here to collect my jello cup." Nah, he's having none of it now. After he didn't get his early release, he's sick of it, he's angry, he started fighting with them, you know, he was beating them all up. He's like, "Your jello cup's mine now, we got that?" He's like, "Yes, sensei." You know what I mean? It was a good little scrap. And obviously, speaking of scraps, Johnny and Chosen, they want to get back in a fight, mate. So does Sam. They want to go after Terry. They've seen it. They're recruiting people. Devin as well. Do you know what I mean? Cobra Kai's expanded their empire. They've took over another dojo inside there. Obviously, it's one of Johnny's former students. She didn't really want to join, obviously, Cobra Kai, but with the new senseis going around there and teaching everybody, you know, she was tasked with kind of like taking a stick kind of off Tori, and she actually successfully done it twice, even though Tori did obviously beat her up in the you know, like the motion of it. Now you can tell that Tori don't really want her to join Cobra Kai. She's trying to obviously like kind of get away from it. She's not really liking the way in the direction it's going. But at the end of the episode, Devin actually turned up to Cobra Kai and said that she was joining. She asked for a gi and a membership, and she was saying that she's not a quitter. Do you know what I mean? And mum's always told her like to keep going and until you succeed. Now Tori got a well done, good job from Terry, but you could tell that she wasn't actually happy with how it's going. So that's interesting. That's the first person that's actually gone from Eagle Fang / Miyagi over. And like I said, Daniel's been down in the dumps and don't really want to go after Silver after everything that's happened to him. But after a conversation with Robert, conversation with Sam and Amanda, they brought him outside and everybody was stood there. All the students, you know what I mean? We had Hawk, we had you know, Eli, we had obviously Sam stood there, Robert, Miguel. They was all waiting for it. You had Chosen on the left side, you had Johnny on the right, and they all stood there and was like, "We're ready to do this." They all bowed and then we finished. So it's going to be exciting, mate. I'm expecting a big final few episodes. So thanks for checking out today's episode. If you do enjoy it, please smash the like, really helps out. Subscribe if you're new, and as always, let's jump into today's episode.
Cobra Kai has taken over the valley.
If this continues, all that we fought for won't even be a memory. We have to make our move now.
Side with Cobra Kai or feel the pain.
Well, them champion hoodies are well good. Look at that Cobra Kai badge on it. Oh, that's dirty, that. Yo, proper bullies now, aren't they?
Got the damn valley in a stranglehold.
Silva thinking beyond a fatty.
And whatever he's got up his sleeve, he's keeping it very quiet right now.
Kreese might be our best weapon if he's just pointing in the right direction.
I'm excited, mate. I called it. He's going to join forces.
You work here? I like to buy a car if it's not too inconvenient for you.
You and Sam back in the dojo. Game on, right? Yeah, game on for karate, that's it.
You put a box of matches near some fireworks soon enough? Wow.
Sparks.
Today, you train with me. Kyosuke! Attention!
So these are the rail legs?
22 Joe, 329.
So what do we do with them?
Yambaru Kuina must protect it.
What are we protecting them from?
From me.
Still don't want me here, huh? Why are you so dead set on freezing me out? Because this place is dangerous, and you shouldn't be here.
Tori kind of gets pulled in, do you know what I mean? Like, she tries to help and then she gets a bit of shade at her and then she gets mad.
Making us all look bad.
Sorry.
We need leaders.
Miss Nichols is a clear leader.
She is your best student, but as a leader, there is room for improvement. We must discover who else can rise to the occasion.
It's true though, right? You can have a best player slash person, but they don't necessarily are the best leader. Do you know what I mean? So like, let's just take a sport for example. You could be the best football player, but you might not be the person in the changing rooms that brings everybody together. You're not the one doing the speech, pumping everybody up, we could do this, getting everybody ready, you know, the passion. And you know what I mean? That's a leader. You're not the best player, but you are the person that's leading the party. And then obviously you got your successful fighters on the inside, so to speak, here. So like Kenny, he could be an amazing leader, like ramping everybody up, but he might not be the best fighter, where Tori could be. Do you know what I mean? So that is true what she's saying there. But if they want competition, they're going to have to find it outside of Cobra Kai. You know what I mean? Like, because that's the way you know, like, if you're good when you face other dojos, other people.
Maybe he's ready to talk.
I'm sure he's had a rude awakening. Old man in a place like this.
Hey, so can I get you soda or something? Maybe something from the vending machines? We got corn nuts.
Graham.
Yes. Sorry, Sensei.
That's more like it.
Silver is planning something, and we need to figure out what it is.
He doesn't know jack shit.
I know exactly what Terry's planning. But if you think I'm gonna help you, then you two don't know jack shit.
You should put it behind your back. Use your hands free to defend.
But I don't even know how to use my hands yet.
What, Dad didn't teach you wax on, wax off?
Actually,
He dodged it, didn't he?
Wash the cars. It doesn't matter. I'm starting from square zero.
Looks like the Hunger Games have begun. Luckily, I have executed the perfect plan. It's pretty durable.
Oh, what a shot.
Kinds of people. Leaders and followers, like a military unit. Needs both. Sensei Kim will take the girls. Boys, you'll stay here and spar with Sensei Odell.
You gonna go to the right? You swing when I tell you to, okay? Go, go, go. Just listen to me, man.
Off the mat.
Damn! We had that shit.
You didn't do anything.
Let me do all
Sit down.
Fighting stunts.
Go to your left.
She went to her right then, did she not?
Get off the mat.
I could get a lawyer, someone who could help get you out, or at the very least, a reduced sentence.
Maybe I would tell you what I know. But I want a top guy, not one of your greasy cousins.
We got a deal or not?
Deal.
That's the best play to go, man. Like, he is the best chance at taking him down. He's good. Now it's just them two straight talking. Can they not defend it? Like, they're all just standing there waiting. That was pretty good, that, actually. Why, Anthony, man? That's just terrible.
Who's even left?
Sam and Miguel, obviously. Mate, do you remember when Hawk was actually going through that arsehole thing? But I actually never thought Hawk was an arsehole. Do you know what I mean? Like, he might have been doing arsehole-y stuff, but I've never actually disliked his character. Do you know what I mean? Even when he was inside Cobra Kai, I don't know what that guy was who was fighting with Kenny, what his name is. But I remember when Hawk was in Cobra Kai and he come in and he thought he was a big man, he thought he was solid, and then Hawk just absolutely rinsed him, mate, on the mat. They fought each other. I was well pumped, mate. I was well excited going for it. And, like, literally, I've always liked Hawk, even when he was fighting Dimitri and he broke his arm, and like, pretty snide to be honest, that one. But I've never disliked Robert as well, and that's what I think this show does well, in like characters that are like the enemy, the baddies. I've said it already this season, like, I never actually disliked them. So I've never disliked Kreese, I've never disliked Silver. I've always been intrigued and liked the stories, how they've done it. They play off the good and bad so well that you still can get behind them. Do you know what I mean? Like, the whole show's called Cobra Kai and they are the antagonists, they're the bad guys in this kind of series. Do you know what I mean? Yeah, everybody, well, I enjoy them anyway. I think it's great.
I think we're the last two left.
Yeah, I guess so.
Where's your egg?
It's in my pocket. I'm not gonna lie, at first it was a little bit weird, the whole friends thing, but, you know, we have so many other things going on and there's no need for extra complications.
Glad to hear that.
Yeah! What's up?
This is broke. I heard it right. One person that actually fights him. Has he unzipped it from my bag?
Hey, you're the tip of my spear. You gotta give me an opening.
An opening?
Do I have to do everything already?
All you've been doing is sending me in to get pulverized. I'm being a punching bag. I said, get up.
Hey, I got a defective follower. Hey, this thing's you.
Kane, my office, now. Your father, he's in the army, right? I bet he's a strong leader. What happened after he was deployed?
Well, my brother was the leader of the house.
And after he went in, who did you follow? Robbie Keane. And now you're following Mr. Park. I spent a lot of my life listening to others. But it was only after I listened to my own instincts that I reached my potential. I believe you have more potential than any of them.
You said Kyler was the leader.
Did I?
No, they never said that.
Or did you assume that?
Do you really want to end Cobra Kai, Johnny? Cobra Kai is not the problem. It's Silver.
He's willing to help you out. Here's his number.
He's not gonna.
First, you gotta hold up your end.
Snakes will take you down, one by one. To adapt, or soon you would be extinct. Take new eggs.
Guys, wait.
Gotta stick together as a unit.
He said that the snakes will take us down one by one. But what if we weren't a bunch of ones? You know, like what if we were
Together.
So we're sure we want to put all our eggs in one basket.
Hey, our one hat.
Specifically not supposed to do that.
Oh shit! Snake, concede. Their movement,
A team.
mile wide, but our movement, inch wide, mile deep.
That was decent, actually.
I'm not afraid of getting my ass kicked, if that's what it takes to get better.
Will no one accept the challenge? We will. Go left. If you had sacrificed your pawn, you might have scored that point.
There are no points in the real world.
That is true, innit, mate? You don't let your team fall down.
Oh, you come for the king? You better not miss.
Go on, Kelly.
Winner.
That was a point. Distraction.
Good hit, Johnny.
Look at him still dressing up dead posh back in day.
Ascot. I guess business really is booming, huh?
I actually wanted to talk to you about that. Cobra Kai is the best dojo in the valley. It's called the Sekai Taikai, the top karate tournament in the world. But with the
Yo, I would love a season doing this.
It's the Super Bowl of karate.
We aren't ready. Maybe one day we will be, but right now I need to focus on my students.
Silver listened to me back then, so we didn't expand.
Wait, hold on. What are you saying? Silver's gonna enter Cobra Kai in another tournament?
Not
I would
just
love that, me, mate.
the biggest tournament in the world.
Everyone could go global. What a good potential that is, mate. I'm absolutely. Do you know what? Right, I'm absolutely loving that, mate. The fact that they're potentially branching out from the valley. I've never even considered it once, mate. That not just the valley. Do you know what I mean? Like, do karate. Like, there's so many countries, you know what I mean, where it's original, where these have been going to, obviously, do you know what I mean, going back there in the flashbacks, you know what I mean, it wasn't in America, they was learning there, there's going to be people that are good, then he's brought people in, hasn't there, from other countries to learn them and give them the strength, even that the woman there on the right. So, I mean, the fact is, yeah, I'm hoping that it actually doesn't happen this season, and I know that's a bit daft to say, but I would love, like, a whole season 6 of, like, 3 dojos or 2 or whatever, Cobra Kai and the rest group together, competing and getting ready for the big dog, mate. Not the All Valley, the World Championship, and bring international dojos into it. It would be sick, mate.
Silver is on the verge of getting what he's always wanted. The lawyer's number?
No, it's got no number on there. He's chatting absolute shit.
He's gonna make mincemeat out of you.
Enjoy rotting in your cell.
Mate, Kreese has got to be proud of them in that situation. Done them over. That's typical badass move, mate. Do you know what I'm saying? Like, they took the initiative. They said, yeah, we're going to do this. And then he didn't, mate. You know, we like it. I like it. He's got to respect it. That's something that he would do. But, yeah, the potential that I've just said there about bringing it globally, internationally, is so sick, in my personal opinion. Never even considered it, and now when you think about it, imagine branching out, yeah, and you get people from, like, you know, the Asian side, the European side, you know, you got the Americans, like, coming in. You got all different types of karate, all different styles, defenses, attacks, moves, and it's going to be well good, mate. It's kind of like, reminds me of Goblet of Fire, do you know what I mean, in the Harry Potter. Mate, we all love witchcraft and wizardry, and we all just knew about Hogwarts, but as soon as that we started that, mate, you had the two schools coming in, didn't you? And it was sick, mate. You had Victor Krum there going for it internationally, do you know what I mean? Hermione loving him, you know, Ron jealous. That's what you like to see, mate. Do you know, new people coming in, new schools, new techniques, new people. It'd be well good, mate. So I would actually love season 6, mate. This one, we can conclude season 5 by setting up that, you know, maybe Kreese getting out right at the very end, or like Cobra Kai falling with Nichols just turning. Do you know what I mean? That could be it. You know what I mean? Like, Terry's like, go, 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 and then at the end, like, she like sneaks past and she's like working against him, and it's like WTF, and we finish the season. Do you know what I mean? There's loads of little potentials there, but I do think now it's dropped in World Series, global, whatever you want to call it, I think that's the way to go, mate. I think it's really interesting. I think it's a better way of getting new people involved without like congesting and over, you know, populating, saturating the gyms currently. Do you know what I mean? You couldn't have Cobra Kai with 50 people and Eagle Fang with 50. It's too many. But if you had like 4 or 5 little dojos coming in and competing for a World Series, you know what I'm saying? Like, that is what we'd like to see. More cast, more fighting, more people, techniques, action. Because, in my personal opinion, not gonna lie, there isn't enough fighting in this season. I don't know, like, why that the case is. You know what I mean? It's all about karate, and I know it's about building up a rivalry between everybody, and that's been building anyway. Do you know what I mean? So it's not as if it's a brand new one that we have to start and put a flame to. It's already got history there, mate. Like you said, the chosen the first karate tournament was in '84 that he was training Johnny for. That's nearly 40 years ago. Literally. Do you know what I mean? So it might not be '84 in real life, but what I'm saying is, in terms of that storyline, it's like 40 years ago. So it's been brewing for time, mate. So it's not as if we need to start a brand new feud. It's going. I just feel like everybody should have more action, because the more, like today when he was trying to get the eggs, yeah, it was only fighting right at the very end. The first segment, people should have been trying to defend it. They all stood there and let it happen. Do you know what I mean? Robert was just buried his, and he just got stabbed. And you know what I mean? That guy sat in it and he fell out of the tree. Miguel got kicked and he fell down. I wanted some self-defense, some action, because the more the merrier, the better, the happier, the more fun it is, in my opinion. Okay, so that's going to wrap up today's episode. Thanks so much for checking out the channel today. Hopefully you guys enjoyed it. Like I was just saying there, mate, you know, hopefully we do get a bit more action, a bit more fighting coming into the season. You know, that the training, and we've seen a little bit there with Ken trying to take the initiative, and he wants to be the leader instead of being a follower right now. Do you know what I mean? He was saying to Silver, yeah, you know, I followed my dad, then I followed my brother, and then I come here, I followed Robert, and now I'm looking to follow him. He's like, is that not the purpose of the task? You know, that's why you paired us together. And he's like, no, that isn't the purpose of the task. You know, you assume that we paired you together so that you could be the follower, but nobody told you that. You know what I mean? Nobody told you that he was in the lead. You got to take that, you got to make it yourself. He used that distraction by actually, you know, pushing him and pushing him down to the floor where the sensei was looking over, to actually use his body as like a catapult to kick him and score a point. We see Nichols as well, you know, she didn't let her partner, even though they're not getting on like massively well, even though I did think that they had a little connection last episode. And today, you know, the first time their attempt, she said go left and she went right, and then they bumped into each other and they lost the points. They've gone and obviously re-challenged, and they put up a little bit of a good fight, even though they lost again. She got knocked down. Nicole could have sacrificed her partner, as she was saying, but that's not a good leader. Do you know what I mean? Like, you could say that a good leader is sending people in, thinning down the herd, do you know what I mean? Weakening the crowd. You could have 10 people go in. The first 9 could weaken them. You could come in and finish it off. Technically, teams won, but 9 have already lost the battle. Where if you group up and together, like Chosen was saying there, do you know, they've got individual snakes then. Do you know what I mean? They're miles wide. All of them are doing their own thing, where we're united, we're compact, we're together, and we're miles deep in strength. Do you know what I mean? We're small and compact together with strength, and obviously they won't see it that way. They're all individuals moving in separate avenues, and obviously I think that's a good contrast and a good comparison, to be honest, between how we're seeing them at today compared to how obviously like they was training. So I did like that. Now again, Are we just totally forgetting a story about Miguel's dad now? Is that it? Is it done? Yeah, we're not going to see him again. You know, the first 2 episodes, we were searching for him. Kind of made a big deal of it last season as well. The fact that he left the tournament in search, left Sam hanging, kind of. He didn't even know she'd won. This, you know, start of the season, he was searching for him. He found him. Obviously, he didn't be the person that he wanted him to be, but that doesn't mean that there's not potential there. The guy, we built up a personality for him that, you know, like he's a drug guy, or do you know what I mean? He's an illegal person. And like he was saying, he was so close to having kids once, and he was so close to getting married. And then like they left him in the middle of the night. And that's a big, massive story that can play out itself. Do you know what I mean? Like, imagine if he actually finds out Miguel's his son. He comes and finds Carmen. He wants to get Johnny. You know, he's come. They could start fighting. Do you know what I mean? They could build a feud there. That could be a separate thing as well. Do you know what I mean? Like, you could have the Cobra Kai storyline running. You could have the expansion into the World Series. You could have Miguel's father trying to come back into his life, and obviously the past that he brings and all the trouble and the drama. There's avenues. I'm technically a little bit disappointed if that is the only factor that he's going to play in this season, is that he's come in for the first 2 episodes and disappeared. And I also got to say, I'd be a little bit disappointed as well if Mike Barnes, yeah, he's only come in for 1 episode, got his shot burnt down and left again, because that is another person from the past. He might not be a big massive character, but it's just like, oh, decent, mate. He's in the show and then in for 1 episode and gone, you know. So I don't know, they dropped a few storylines in and then just banished them dead quick, in my opinion. So I want to see how the season finishes and obviously how it all plays out. But that's where we currently are. Hopefully you guys enjoyed today's episode. If you did, please smash the like, really helps out. Subscribe if you're new, and as always, I'll catch you in the next one. Cheers, guys.